Hey y'all. Okay. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel, Real Talk Recovery, where we talk about recovery from addiction and I share my life with you. My name is Nicole and I'm an addict, and my sobriety date is July 13th of 2015, and I'm currently utilizing a maintenance medication called Suboxone, and I am down from 12 milligrams to 1 milligram, and I am here to do a recovery support group meeting with you guys. Hey Lisa, what's up, girl? So, okay, I did a video earlier, just uploaded a video today, you guys. Sorry, I've been really busy today and I haven't been able to be very active on in our chat or on Facebook or anything else. So, I've been doing stuff. Aw, thanks. I also have gotten a lot tanner, so that's probably helping my my face also because I'm tan, you guys. And please, you guys, excuse me for the same shirts. I have been at my mother-in-law's house. I didn't those, so I'm just wearing the same t-shirts. I've washed them, of course, but I have the same clothes on. So, but I'm going home. Me and my son and my husband are staying tonight, and then we're all going to head home to our house tomorrow. But I bought Nate a new pool so he could play in the backyard here, and tomorrow, my mother-in-law and my husband will play outside with him. It's going to be great. Sorry, I'm trying to answer the text line too. Okay, so I wanted to talk to you guys about the saying that they say about going to any lengths to get sober. If you'll go to any lengths to get high, then you'll go to any lengths to get sober, right? I've heard the saying all my life about how I talked about it in a little bit in the video before this, but how if you're really willing, it could change. And so I wanted to talk about how I have been seeing things differently now, and I'm looking at addiction more from the aspect of it's a disease. It's not a moral failing. And so by people saying things like, well, if you were really willing, then you would have gotten sober. Or if you're serious about your recovery, you would have stopped a long time ago, right? I've heard all these things, okay? Because y'all have to remember that I have been through 5 different treatment centers, but they were all the same kind of treatment center. They were all the treatment center that you came in, they assessed you, and then they started teaching you the same 12-step rehab recovery jargon, lingo, treatment. Okay, which, listen, don't get me wrong, that might work for some people, but in my experience, I have tried over and over and over again to do abstinence-based recovery, and I don't even like to call it abstinence-based because, I'm abstinent. I'm not getting high on drugs. Okay, I'm not using drugs and alcohol anymore. I haven't used drugs and alcohol in almost 5 years. I hate like and I also I have to I've been looking at things from a different perspective. Um, I've been looking at things from a different perspective, and um, the longer that I have my YouTube channel and the longer that I stay sober, the more that I see how every single person is different. Okay. And so I used to really think that not getting sober meant that somebody just wasn't willing. Okay. I used to really believe that. Um, and I don't believe that anymore. Okay. And the reason why I don't believe that is because there's many times that I've tried to get sober, you guys, and I wanted to get sober. I wanted to change my life. The problem was I didn't know how. Okay. The problem was I didn't have any kind of education. I didn't have any kind of support. So, without support, without education of the disease of addiction, all that would happen was I would get sober, I would white knuckle it, I would do all the things they told me, like go to meetings, call my sponsor, read the literature. And then when I would relapse, I would be like, what's going on? Why am I relapsing? You know what I mean? Like, what's wrong with me? There's got to be something wrong with me, right? I've got to, I must be doing it wrong. Am I doing recovery wrong? And that's really what I thought. I thought I was doing it wrong, you guys. And so, um, the longer that I've stayed sober and the more that I learn more about addiction, the disease of addiction, and people, the more I see how scaring people in this like uh pushing, I almost feel like it's like you have to have certain faith or you have to do these things. I just don't, so I don't believe in that anymore, you know. And so anyways, I wanted to talk to you guys, getting ready, knowing when you're ready to get sober. And even if you get sober and you fall back, a failure, many times I have gotten sober and I have fallen back. I have relapsed, right? And I have thought, oh my gosh, now I have to start all over again. This is just some bullshit, which I've started a million times. Can't tell you guys how many times I've gotten sober and then fucked up and then gotten sober and then fucked up. And so, yeah, I just want to keep coming back and keep trying and don't give up. I feel like it's easy to get discouraged. I know a lot of you guys that watch my channel are on are on methadone, and I know that you guys went through the same experiences I have with judgment and people kind of looking down on you because you're on a maintenance medication. And I really, really want you guys to know that this channel and my what I'm doing here is for our support. It's for people just like us. And I know that there's so many more people, you guys, that need to find our channel who are on maintenance medication. I have to tell you guys, okay? Hey, hey, Dean, that's what's up. I have a friend. Listen to this, man. I have a friend who has a channel. Her name is Avalon, and she takes kratom too. She's such a good friend of mine, and she is a literal genius. Kratom. To be completely honest, I don't know a lot of. I've only taken it a couple times, and it didn't do shit for me, and I was pissed. But she it has helped her so much, and her channel is called Natural Addiction Recovery. I'll get her link real fast. But here's the thing: I used to be so hardcore about that one way of thinking about recovery. You're either in AA or NA or you're not sober. The our way or the highway kind of thinking, right? I used to tie into that. Just like I was saying in the video before this, that's because that was the only way that I was taught. Okay. I didn't know that there was any other way to get sober or to recover. What I have learned, you guys, is that that recovery is a specific to you. Okay. So sure, there is a foundation that you need to have, like you need to be stable, right? I'm talking stable as in mental health stable. I'm talking about stable as in housing, a job, are all things that are going to help you in your recovery. Because what happens when we get stressed out? We want to get drunk. We want to get so if we have stable housing, stable food, stable job, all these things will help us so that way we're not going to go out and get fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And so really about this whole like situation with a bunch of other people that I know that are in the recovery community who are they are teaching this one way model, right? This one way type of recovery. And I know that that might work for some people, but I know a lot more people that it has not worked for. And so I want you guys to know that, yes, I do think that the 12 steps can help you, but it's the fellowship and the judgment from people in those fellowships that have turned me off. Um, they have really, really turned me off. And recovery is about recovery is about love. Recovery is about tolerance. Recovery is about recovering from an unsafe lifestyle. Recovery is about loving yourself. Recovery is about not trying to check out of life. Okay? Ask yourself this. Am I trying to check out of life every day? Am I taking a drug or a drink that I want to not be present? Okay? If you're not trying to check out of life, then your recovery, you're doing great, right? I think, do I have something in my tooth? I feel like keep on seeing something in my tooth, y'all. It's driving me insane. Anyways, I want to have a more like opened, uh, welcoming place for people to come and have recovery support. Want the basis of my channel is more about the support aspect of it and the community aspect of recovery. Okay, it's not so much about this taking with your sponsor or mentor or whoever you're, if you have somebody that you're working with, right? It's more about the support that we're all having. Oh, yes, Hunter, I cannot. Yes, listen to me, honey. I got drugs for free all my life because I'm a girl. It's not about them being free. It's not even about that. It's about when I get high, I know how to stop. And when I don't know how to stop, then I end up ruining my life. Okay? Smoking crack, shooting meth, shooting cocaine, shooting heroin, shooting oxys, eating copious amounts of Xanax. I ruin my life. Okay? And it makes me sick. And when I do those things, it's not because, it might have started out, you guys. Hey, little ones, I have an email. Let me give it to you, babe. It might have started out, you guys, as a fun time for me, and that's because I was young. Of course, it was fun when you're young. You bounce back when you're young. Please don't get in this video. You bounce back when you're young, you guys. It's easy to go out and party and do stuff when you're a kid. You don't feel the consequences, right? It's like easy to bounce. What did I ask you to do?
What?
Don't get in the video.
Oh,
there you go. And I love you. Give me a kiss. I love you. Okay. It's easy to do those things when you're young and you don't have responsibility. But what happens is you keep doing drugs and alcohol because you become addicted. Okay. Now, when I talk about alcohol, I'm not talking about weekend warrior. I'm not talking about partying with my girls. I'm talking about not being able to wake up without putting something in my body. Okay? I'm talking about being a slave to a substance. Okay? Hey, Esther. I'm not talking about somebody who uses drugs for a good time every now and then. I'm talking about straight addicted. Okay? I'm not talking about an abuse problem. I'm talking about literally will trade your life for drugs. That's what I was like. Okay? I would do anything to get high. All right? And I tell these things on my channel. God and everybody can come here and hear all the stories I got. Okay? And the reason why I share those stories, you guys, is not because I'm like, look at me, look at me. In fact, the reason why I do that is because I know that there's people out there who know exactly going through or have went through, and that you guys can relate, and that some of you might even be going through it right now. That's why I talk about these things. I'm proud to be a crack smoker or any of those things. It's because I've been there and I've been able to overcome it, and I'm grateful for that today. And so I want to share with you guys how I have been able to overcome that. And yes, the way that I have been able to overcome my addiction is through therapy, medication, okay, fellowship and support, and accountability. I have a therapist. I have good people in my life who love and care about me.
Fine if I'm over here, right? Fine, right?
Okay, here we go. Waking up and just thinking about, yes, Boston, exactly. I hate being dope sick too, girl. Hey, Hunter. Hey, Kenneth. Hey, Raymond. Hey, June. Hey, guys, I see all y'all in here. Thanks for being here. Okay. Yeah, same here, Nicole. Had many, many friends who dealt with pills, so they were free for the most part. Almost killed me, literally. Hey, Bubba, I love you, but please stop. Please stop, son. If drugs were free, you would still be doing them, Scotty. I mean, drugs can be free. I got drugs for free all the time. It's not about the cost of drugs, you guys. When I was using, I would find a way. It didn't matter if you told me that the price was $1,000. I'd be back in 15 minutes with 1,000. Okay? Nate, bye. Bye. Sorry. I'm sorry, you guys. My little boy is very happy to be alive today. I bought him a new pool, and so he's just excited. So he wants to come on and say hi to all you guys. But I'm trying to teach him that I only do this for 1 hour in the evenings, and this 1 hour is for me. And so I'm trying to teach him. It's not like I'm on YouTube all day, every day. 1 hour a night. I just need him to be 1 hour a night. If y'all just knew that he's attached to my hip 24/7. So just 1 hour. That's all I need, Jesus. 1 hour. I feel so good getting back into a routine in life, even if it's just been a few days. Oh yeah, Aaron, it's great. And so here's the thing. I'm trying to focus more, you guys, on the aspect of support no matter what. I'm trying to focus more on on those of you guys that are on maintenance like I am. And listen, the whole reason why I started this channel is because 2.5 years ago I was on Facebook. I had gotten a pretty good following on Facebook. I was sharing my experience, and I was sharing about being on Suboxone. And the people on Facebook, the other recovery advocates, literally made fun of me so bad for being on Suboxone and sharing my experience. And I just thought, these are the people that all these addicts and alcoholics are looking up to. They're looking up to all these people who are literally judging addicts and alcoholics for their pathway to recovery. That is not what I'm about. That I support you guys no matter what. And that's why I say on my channel, like, if you're on Kratom, come on over and hang out with us. If you smoke pot, come over and hang out with us. If you're on maintenance medication, come over and hang out with us. Like, it's not my job to tell you how to do your recovery. My job, I'm sharing my experience. That's what I do. I'm not a counselor. I'm not a therapist. I'm just here to hang out with you guys and for us to support each other. Like, I know a lot of people have good intentions, you guys, when they start channels and they want to, like, be life coaches and they want to be recovery coaches. And I think that's great. I think that's amazing. But I also think it's really important that if you're going to get into that line of work, that you need to have your shit together before you try to help anybody else get their shit together. So I'm literally getting my shit together with you guys. We're doing it together, and I'm not claiming to come on here and be able to save anybody. Like, the only thing I can do is share with you guys what works for me. And if you guys, oh my gosh, my knee. If you guys, want to do that, then that's what I'm down with, my knee is killing me. I don't know. See, Esther, I don't know, girl. I don't know. And see, that's the thing. Like, stuff like that. Like, it would be against, like, I hear people telling other people that they shouldn't be smoking marijuana, or you shouldn't do this, or you shouldn't do that. Here's the thing. How do you feel in your heart? What do you think that you need to be doing? Um, do you feel like you're doing the right thing? Do you feel like you're doing the wrong thing? Like inside of you, there is a conscious, okay? And so just like when you were a kid, right? And you learn from wrong, deep down inside of you, there's that right from wrong. For a long time, when I was getting high, I would totally block out that conscious, okay? So I got high for so many years that it would be telling me, Nicole, you don't need to be shooting dope. Nicole, you don't need to be doing this. And I would still do it, even though that voice inside of me was telling me I shouldn't. So what you have to do is you got to tap into that voice inside of you. You have to get in connection with yourself and really start tapping in. Where am I at? Is this what I want to be doing for the rest of my life? Am I happy? I had to stop pot. It was just me. I got addicted to that mentally, leaned on it way too much as a crutch. And here's the thing, Boston. Um, I'm that kind of person that I will smoke every evening if I started to smoke weed. I to go to sleep. I would smoke when I woke up. I would smoke around the clock all day, every day. The beautiful thing about being on Suboxone is you can sit there and you can take Suboxone all the way around the clock if you want to, but it's not going to do shit. You're just going to be taking it around the clock. You'll probably get a headache from taking too much. Okay, let me see what y'all are saying. Sorry, I'm on a tangent tonight, y'all. That's why I love you in this channel. It's not judgmental at all. You accept everyone. I'm working hard on being that way, y'all. The best way to answer those questions is it helping your life or is it hurting your life? Is it helping you to grow and thrive or is it not? And that's great, Christy. That's a great way to look at it. I like that right there. So there you go. Let's put that on the screen. Good job, Chris. Good job, girl. I like that a lot. They are the Luns. They are. Hey, Daniel, what's up? Look who is. It's Daniel. Hey, Gary the Fish, what's up? We're glad to see you in the house, Daniel. We've been missing you around here. That's a great. I used to say the saying, does it serve you? Is it serving you? And so, way to look at it. So, is it helping us grow? Okay. Is it hurting my life? For me, right now, on maintenance medication, on my Suboxone, on 1 milligram of Suboxone, it is helping me. It is helping me stay stable. It is helping me achieve what I'm trying to work towards. I'm doing amazing. And even before I got down to 1 milligram, this medication helped me so much. Was I using it to escape? No, because and I feel like there's so much more education that we need to do on Suboxone to share with people because I feel like not enough people understand that when you take Suboxone, you're not getting high. I feel like so many people still think that somehow, some way, I'm over here getting loaded on Suboxone. And it's just not the case. There isn't a feeling or a euphoria produced. I've been on this damn medication, so it's like taking aspirin every day. You know what I mean? Like I know that it works because I'm not craving opiates. I don't feel like shit. I feel like a normal, and that's only on 1 milligram. You know what I mean? Imagine to 0.5. I'll let y'all know how I feel then. Am I the only one that when initially given Suboxone, I took it too much, even knowing it did nothing? Not the only one, Boston. I did the same thing. I think we have all done that same thing. If we all end up at the same place, it shouldn't matter how we got there. Exactly, Mike. I even had to start looking at things like this. I used to think that abstinence was my goal, right? But then, in fact, it just got brought to my attention a week or two ago. I really thought about it because I was like, this is my goal. Abstinence is my goal. And then I thought, is abstinence my goal? Or is it my goal because it's other people's goal? And I was like, wait a second. I have wanted abstinence because that's what everybody tells me I'm supposed to want. Everybody else said that that's the way you're sober and in recovery. Then I must have to have that because that's what they say, right? You guys, I'm telling you, it's like the only, that's what happens when that's the only thing that you're taught, is that you don't know any other way. But yeah, all it did was give me a headache. It's such a mental thing. Yes, so I'll tell you guys how I did. I did the same thing. I've told the story on my channel. Sorry, I'm trying to get a good spot to where I can sit because my knees are hurting. My old knees are hurting, y'all. Okay, let me get y'all like this. Oh gosh, that doesn't look very good. Oh my God. I'm tripping over here. Okay. I got a picture of Neil when he was a kid. Do y'all want to see it? He's so cute. Okay. I'm in the spare bedroom at my mother-in-law's house. Okay, I'm still here. Okay, there we go. All right. So what was I saying? Okay, about the medicine. So when I first started on Suboxone, what the problem was that I had been self-medicating for so many years that I thought that if I took more of anything, that was going to make me feel better. That's just, I think, what us drug addicts do. We think more equals better, right? Well, with Suboxone, that is not the case. And so I got on 8 milligrams, and I was taking like 12 milligrams a day, right? And so I ended up running out early, but I went to my doctor and I was honest. I told him, I've been taking an extra half every day. Let me explain to you guys like why I got up to 12 milligrams. It was because, girl, I popped my knee out to the left like 2 weeks ago when I first started working out with Nick, and it hasn't been the same since. I was on 8 milligrams, and when I started out on that, you guys, I was good. I was stable, right? But my obsession to use hadn't been lifted yet. The thought that the still need to get high, right? I still thought I need more because I hadn't really done anything but got on Suboxone. I hadn't done any therapy. I hadn't done anything, right? I didn't have any recovery support like here, like we do. And so I was just taking my Suboxone. So I was overtaking it. I would take 4 more milligrams like at the afternoon, thinking it would give me more energy. And that's how I would run out early. Well, I finally, I told my doctor and I got honest about it, and he bumped me up to 12. That's how I got up to 12. I would have never even been on 12 if I hadn't started out overtaking my medication in the first place. Then once I started like taking it as prescribed, because my doctor gave me the suggestion, why don't you take half of your dose in the morning and half of the dose in the afternoon? So I used to wake up, when I first got on Suboxone, you guys, I would wake up every day at 6 a.m. like clockwork. It never failed. On 12 milligrams in October, I'm down to 4 milligrams dropping. Good job, Amanda. Hey. And here's the thing, you guys, like, I'm so proud to be down to 1 milligram because I've worked really hard to do that, right? But in no way am I wanting you guys to think that you have to do the same thing I'm doing, okay? You don't have to start your taper. You don't have to ever taper. And this is what I'm talking about. I want you guys to understand this is so important to me. Y'all have no idea how important to me this is, okay? I really, 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 really do not believe that a lot of people are able to get off of high-powered drugs, cocaine, crack, heroin, meth, okay, and achieve abstinent sobriety right off the bat. I think it takes a lot of people, many different tries. I think some people aren't ever able to do that way, right? And so, and which, listen, that is the only way that we have all been taught, right? there's so many different ways to all different kinds of recovery. And that's what I'm trying to share with you guys. That's what I want us to focus on, is that leave that 12-step abstinent stuff up to the people that are abstinent in 12-step. We're over here trying to do something different. We're over here trying to share a more open-minded point of view, okay? A more focused on evidence-based treatment rather than abstinence-based treatment. And so it's not because like I don't think that anybody can benefit, like I was saying in my video before. It's just that that's not what I believe in anymore. You know, it seems like a lot of people are started off with 3 8-milligram strips or pills a day. Yeah, Kristen, I'm on the subreddit on Suboxone subreddit, and I hear a lot of people that are on that. But I also want you guys to understand something. A lot of people, and I've experienced this with a couple people now, they're coming off of fentanyl and trying to get inducted onto Suboxone, and they are going and they're ill. Okay, they're ill. All right. What's happening is somehow, some way, fentanyl is still in their system, and it's the craziest thing. But I've experienced this with several different people who have inducted onto Suboxone, and then it has thrown them into precipitated withdrawal because of fentanyl, this lab created China fentanyl that I have no idea like what it's all about, but it is literally like high powered shit. These are opiates, fifth child 82. What you doing in here? Are you a drug addict? Are you a drug addict? This is a drug addiction live stream. Come on in. We're talking about drugs, alcohol, and recovery. Yeah, June. And here's the thing. Like, well, welcome. You can stick around if you want to listen. Welcome to the family. I've gone 6 days without subs before, and well, welcome. If marijuana and beer, I mean, if you're addicted to it, then you can be here with us. It's fine. Whatever you want to do, man. You're welcome to listen, though. Oh, I forgot. I'm also live streaming on Facebook, you guys. That's what. Did you come from Facebook, Mr. 82? Sorry, I'm totally on a rant right now. And so, okay, I also want to share this with you guys. So I'm an opiate slash, well, no, I am a poly drug addict, you guys. I was addicted to methamphetamine. I was addicted to oxy. I was addicted to every drug known to man, but I was a big intravenous drug user. Okay. Oh, I love Texas prison stories. Well, come on in, honey. You're welcome to stick around. Thank you. Tell Mr. Tim Snow I said hello, and I love him so much. He's a good guy. Thanks for coming around, man. What was I saying? Oh, okay. I just feel like there's so many other channels, you guys, that are like catering to that 12-step mentality of recovery, where, like I said, please don't get it twisted, you guys. Like, I really benefited a lot from working the 12 steps, but now I'm really wanting to focus this channel more on supporting you guys in your journey and doing MERA, Medication Assisted Recovery Anonymous. Okay. I also want to read something to you guys. I've gone 6 days without subs before, and the withdrawal was nowhere near heroin. I was still able to get up and go to work. That's awesome, MVP. Great. Let me read something to you guys, okay? I really want you guys to understand that, like, I love helping people, but I just want everybody to know that, like, the reason why I'm kind of like sharing more about, you know, about MERA and more inclusive recovery is because I hate to say brainwashed because I don't want to offend anybody, but I had really been just so brainwashed into believing that one way was the only way. And I was talking to a good friend of mine. We were both in our active addiction together, and she texted me the other day, and she had texted me and said, I cannot wait to, and I promise you, as soon as me and Merck find out when it's ready, we'll get it and we'll read it here, you guys. Yeah, that's what I feel like. I feel like I was misled. I feel like, and I don't think that Alcoholics Anonymous did it to me on purpose. I just feel like that is the only kind of recovery that they teach in rehab. Okay. And so I'm not rich. I've never been able to go to one of those like fancy California rehabs where they do like, like they do the, awesome kind of like medical kind of stuff where they put you in a sauna and then they teach you like yoga and how to meditate and all that stuff. Like I've never been able to do that. So all the treatment centers that I've ever frequented are here in the South, where they're all of them are 12-step recovery treatment centers, right? And so now I'm able to talk to you guys and work with people that I'm meeting, like Dr. B, like other centers that are utilizing medication assisted recovery. And then I'm meeting new people that are allowing people that are on medication assisted treatment to be in their halfway houses and sober livings. And I'm like, that's the way it should have always been, that we don't have merit in Illinois. So that's why I love this channel, but I don't agree with the anonymous part, but it's all good. Oh yeah. Well, see, here's the thing about the anonymous part. Every person has the right to choose whether or not they are anonymous or not, right? Lindsay Lohan on rehab. Exactly. I ain't never been able to go to one of those. I mean, the rehabs I went to, you guys, they were nice rehabs, but they were nothing like, you know. Yeah, Kristen, totally. When I was homeless, I got a scholarship for Recovery Centers of America in Maryland. It was beautiful. Oh, that's awesome, Sarah. I always believe that. And listen, you guys, Gold Dust Woman, you've been here with me since the beginning. Chrissy has seen me kind of like go from one extreme to the next. And it's literally been so, like, I see it, you guys. I go back and I watch my videos from way back in the day, and I see how, like, hyper focused I was on just drilling it into you guys' head, this one way of recovering. And it's honestly, you guys, it's because I believed that with all of my heart, right? I believed it with all of my heart that you had to go to meetings to stay sober. I believed it with all of my heart that you had to do the 12 steps to stay sober. I believed it with all of my heart that you had to have a sponsor, like all these things, right? And then slowly but surely, I kind of started deviating from that. And I've been able to stay sober. And I've been able to be successful. And I've been able to have you guys. And I'm like, so what does that mean? Does that mean that my recoveries? What does that mean? Does that mean that I'm like going to relapse tomorrow because I haven't been to 666,000 meetings this month? Does that mean that I'm not in recovery because I'm not doing the 12 steps? Does that mean that my recovery isn't real recovery? I actually read that the other day somewhere where it says this is about real recovery. And I thought, real recovery? What does that mean? Is it all recovery real recovery? Like, I thought that was so weird to me. You know what I mean? Daniel. Hey, what's up, Naka Mendez? What's up, baby? I saw your comment earlier. Thanks for checking on me. I believed with all my heart that Santa Claus was real. Same, Daniel. Like, okay, and here's the thing, you guys. Like, what I think is important, okay, for you to get sober. Hey, Eric. What I think is important is I think that you need to make sure that you got some therapy. Go to therapy, get a counselor, something like that. I think that it's important for you to find like okay, I'm not a big religious person, but I have faith, okay? And my faith is a big part of my sobriety, okay? I talk to God, that's my higher power, right? And I have I have rekindled that fire, that relationship with my God, with my higher power. Okay? Does that mean that I'm doing back handsprings out at the church, charming snakes and shit? No. No. I have my own personal relationship with my God, okay? And that has helped me a lot too. That's also helped me to learn how to forgive myself. It's also helped me to learn how to forgive others. And those are things that have been really important in my recovery. Okay. Um, yeah, I think for some people, they really need me. And here's the thing, at the beginning, when I first got sober, you guys, I really enjoyed going to meetings because I liked hanging out with the girls and stuff there. But I never, ever really jived with what they were saying because I was sitting there knowing that everyone around me didn't think that I was sober because I was on Suboxone. And so when you're sitting there and everyone around you has already told you that they think that you're on legal heroin, then you're not really going to feel that accepted by them. You know what I mean? And so I loved my girlfriends that were in AA with me, but it was all the people around me that had kind of like judged me. And then what has made it even worse for me and has really made me like change my mind is that it's people online. And that is so unfortunate because I feel like, did I ever make anybody feel like that? Like now I'm questioning myself. Have I ever made somebody feel like they weren't in recovery because they weren't doing it my way, the way I did recovery? You know what I mean? And I think, oh my God, I hope that I never, ever made anyone feel as if their recovery wasn't valid because I know how I know how hard I speak and how like kind of aggressive I can be. And so I think about what I'm saying and I think, have I ever made anyone else feel like I have felt before? You know? And that makes me, that's what I'm very conscious of. I'm very conscious of um, what I say. You know what I mean? um I think about what I say now before I speak because I don't want you guys to feel, I don't want anybody to feel like they're not worthy. And I feel like a lot of the times that people don't realize that they speak with this arrogance and this ego when they come from this other point of view. You know what I mean? Because they took its toll on me. I'm close. Oh man, I cannot, y'all. Kensington, I can't. Like, I was watching some videos the other day, and it makes me sad to even see those people out there. It's awesome. I love her. So lucky to have found her. That's awesome, Kristen. You know what I'm saying, Boston? And like, I feel like maybe some people might look at my videos and think, oh, well, she's just got a resentment towards those people. But it's not anything about that. It's me thinking that if those people made me feel like that, have I made others feel like that when I was in that brainwashed one way or the highway state of mind? You know, and I know that I have probably hurt people in the process and not even mean to. And so, you know, I was on a thread the other day on Facebook and this girl had commented, she had made a post and said, what is the best way to get off Percocet? And there was somebody that commented and said, just stop taking them. And I mean, when I read comment, I could feel the blood boiling up in my neck. I was like, what? Just, and so I typed to the person and I was like, do you know that addiction is a disease? And that if it was that easy to just stop taking drugs, then nobody would have ever had an addiction and we would all be sober. There would be no problem, right? But the thing is, it's a disease, it's a compulsion, right? And and then I went to the girl's page who had said that to this young lady, just quit taking them. And the girl had posted that she had just relapsed 2 weeks before that after having 5 years. And so I thought, you of all people should know that if it was that easy to just stop, why did you ever pick back up? No, no, there's no compassion. It's like when people get to a certain amount of sobriety, they have this arrogance well, you should just do that, and you should just do this, and they forget where they come from. You know what I'm see, Chrissy, I worry. I'm like, have I ever done that? Have I ever said to somebody like, you just need to get sober. You just need to like I sometimes I think back to when I've been a little maybe extra aggressive with people, and then I think, oh my God, did I push somebody over the edge? Was I the reason why somebody didn't come and reach out for help? It really makes me like I think back to those times all the time because it's like the more experience that I'm having, you guys, the more I'm realizing that I don't know anything. I don't know anything, and recovery is really, like I said, a case to case basis. And it's easy to say, I'm reading out of this book. Step one, we admitted that we were powerless over drugs and alcohol, that our lives had become unmanageable. Step two, it's easy to read those steps and to sit up on your channel and like share stuff and act like you have it together. But unless you're like really living that in your life, then you have no idea. No idea living that program in your life and then reading it on camera for a group of people is a totally different situation. And I feel like a lot of people, when they get sober, they forget. They forget what it was like to be in the madness and to be struggling. And I feel like by being somebody who is on Suboxone, I feel like I'm never going to forget. I feel like I have been humbled. I feel like I have a different perspective, and I want to share that with other people so they know that they're not alone. I hope that y'all understand what I'm trying to convey in this video and the video before this, because I don't want anybody to get offended or think that I think that they're doing things wrong. Like, believe me, I've seen so many people who are recovering from the disease of addiction, who are going to AA or NA meetings, and they're happy and they're doing amazing. But then I have also met so many more people who have tried to do those things and not been able to do it, and have felt like they were failing and felt judged and felt all alone. And so I hope people understand that, like, if that's what has worked for you, I really think that's amazing, right? But I just feel like there's a lot more of us that it hasn't worked for. And that's what I'm trying to share about. I'm trying to share about, okay, this hasn't worked for us. What are we going to do now? You know what I mean? Um, Anything back when the channel was smaller, you were really one-on-one with almost everyone. I know. You know what, you guys? When the channel was smaller, I was able to talk to everybody and do everything on the phone with everybody. And I'm going to tell you guys, like, up until about 2,000 subscribers, I think, is when it really started to become to where I couldn't do it. Because, like, even today, I've been on the phone. I hate talking about it because I don't want anybody to ever think that they can't reach out to me. But, like, I've been on the phone a lot today because I'm talking to people that are calling from the channel, and not only that, but I also have my job. And so I don't want you guys to ever think that you can't call me. Like, I answer the phone, or I'll text you back right away. But I thought that for some reason, whenever my channel was smaller, I thought that I was going to be able to handle helping every single person from my channel, no matter what, all the time. Right. And I feel bad because I want to be able to talk to everybody. And so, like, if somebody texts me and I haven't texted you back right away, it's not because I haven't seen your text. It's because I've seen your text and I've got like six or seven texts above that. You know what I mean? But I try to get back to all you guys ASAP. And you know what, Lynn? And that's where I'm at, Lynn. And you know why I've started to question that, you guys? Because the very steps that I learned that I thought were going to help me stay sober, those very things are the things that people started to use against me because of the maintenance medication that I'm on, you know? And it was the most hurtful experience that I've ever had. And so I don't want to be a part of any group that thinks as if they have it all figured out. Addiction is an uncurable disease. It is a disease that is fatal. Okay? Without treatment, you will die. Okay? But in order to survive, you have to be actively treating your addiction for the rest of your life. It's not something that's just going to go away. You know what I mean? I mean, unless like God comes down and takes it away from you. And y'all know how I am. I believe in God. I believe in miracles. I believe that could happen, you know? That's just not been my experience. I wish I could come on here and tell you guys that God has come down from the heavens and healed me from my addiction. But I know he hasn't, because there's days where I still think, man, it would be nice to have a damn pill. You know what I mean? And that's when I know, like, shit, it's not cured. And then when you're in these 12-step fellowships, a lot of time, if you say something like, I thought about getting high, or I thought about drinking, it's like, what do you mean you thought about drinking? Has the obsession not been lifted from you? And it's like you almost feel embarrassed or ashamed to admit that you're an addict or an alcoholic. And it's like, no, sometimes I have those thoughts. Now, what am I going to do? Am I going to let those thoughts take over, or am I going to cope with them and work through them? And I feel like we are learning, you guys. Hold on. Carly, thank you for all you do, Nicole. We love you. Thanks, girl. Carly, did you join the Hangouts chat? I sent you the link, woman. Tanya, what's up, girl? How's your daughter, babe? I'm telling you guys, like, I remember all of y'all. Y'all might not listen, I might not get to talk to all of you guys every single day, but like, Tanya, how's the daughter? How's she doing? Is she getting her act together? Like, I remember when I see your names and your faces on the avatars, I know all of you guys. If you're active in the chat, I will get to know you. If you ever need a friend, I will be here for you. No questions asked ever. I'm the parent of an addicted child. One has died, and one is still in the throes of addiction. Oh, Tanya, that makes me so sad to hear she's still in there. You brought me out of a very dark place. There are no words to describe the debt of gratitude I owe you and the Real Talk Recovery family. Bubby, welcome. I'm so happy that you're here, man. And I'm sorry, you guys, I don't mean to get so emotional. I just get like, I really do beat myself up about not being able to. I want to make sure that I get to everything, Okay, let me see. I want to read y'all's comments. Nicole, you are doing a great job. People cannot expect you to be available immediately. And here's the thing, you guys. I guess what makes me sad is because I'm not on maintenance medication myself, but it helps someone else, and I'm not going to judge anyone for using it. Oh, Lynn, you're in here like swimwear, girl. You're one of us. Didn't show up to court. Damn, Tanya. I'm really. Yes. Damn, that makes me so sad. Have to leave all. Sorry. See you later, Smitty. Love you. Boston, that's what I'm thinking, because what Nicole has started is a mission, and there are so many more people that will be led to this channel, and it would be cool to have those willing to help. Yeah, y'all can listen to. Oh, I have so much good news, you guys. I haven't been able to tell you because I've been ranting. Let me tell you guys. Okay, so my best friend, her name is Candy. Well, her real name's Courtney, but we've always called her Candy all my life. My best friend Candy and her husband Bullet, they are opening up this like flea market / coffee shop / like just this huge entertainment place. Okay. And they are wanting to offer us, Real Talk Recovery, a monthly, like, we'll be able to live stream our Mara meetings once a month from their establishment. I'm talking where I can go in there and I can set up the camera on a tripod. We can have like lights in the background with like if when the Mara book is printed out, we'll be able to put it on a projector on the wall and like professional, right? And then even if people like that are in Arkansas want to come to the Mara meetings, we can start having the Mara meetings at that location. I mean, if y'all want to come too, you can come. But you know what I mean? Like, I'll bring you guys with me virtually, but people here in Arkansas will be able to come too. So she called me today and she was like, she first of all, just let me explain something to you guys. We've been friends since we were kids, okay? And she was my best friend that had to stop being my friend because I wouldn't stop getting high. And when I tell you guys that she would cry, begging me to get sober. And I was just a hot mess express. And so now that I'm sober, she's just like so happy. Well, she's like, I saw you on the Tamron Hall show, famous. I was like, I am not famous. Quit playing. And she was like, no, I'm so proud of you. Like, you guys don't understand. So many people from my class, my high school graduating class, have messaged me on Facebook and said, Nicole, I was crying when I watched your episode on the Tamron Hall show. And they were like, I'm talking like friends I've been with since I was a kid who I haven't really got to see that much, but we're still like in touch, you know? And they're like, we're all proud of you because I was known as a junkie, as being strung out, you guys. Like everybody knew me. My whole town knew that I was high on drugs. I got arrested. I got banned from the county that I lived in. Hey, Hitman, I wasn't allowed to go back there. And so now everybody's seeing me, like they saw me on TV, then they're seeing me over here with Real Talk Recovery. Then a couple people have even seen me over there on Josh's channel. And so it's like people that knew me when I was in my addiction, and now they're seeing me sober, and they're all like, we can't believe it. Like, we can believe it, but we can't believe it. You know what I mean? And so, yes, Tanya, exactly. Like, and my friends from my past are seeing how far I've come, and they are all just like so excited. So, thank you, baby. So, what we're going to do is we're going to have that. It's going to be cool. They haven't even opened the building yet. She said probably July or August, but I'm really excited because she wants to get involved with like some nonprofit work. And so what I want to do, you guys, is I really want to get involved with like addiction recovery here in Arkansas and getting like Narcan and helping distribute it and doing like classes for like harm reduction classes, and I can do all that in her building at her location for free, you know. I do beat myself up. Also, what's the link to become a member of the channel? I have an iPhone, so I'm on girl. You guys, that was the hardest thing I've ever had to do. And you know what made it even harder? How do you know Dr. B? Do you work for him? Yes, I work for Dr. B. I met Dr. 2 years ago here on YouTube, and we started collaborating together. And this year in January, him and his business, a guy that works for him, that Dr. B hired me. So I actually work for a guy named Austin, and Dr. B hired Austin, and I work underneath Austin. So Austin and Dr. B are my boss. And what I do, I thought I told you guys this, but if I haven't, I'll tell y'all again. I work for Dr. B, and I answer his phone. Like when people are calling, he has a 1-800 number that's listed on his channel. And so when people are calling that number looking for help, I answer the phone. And so that's what I do. I work for Dr. B, answering the phones and helping people that are reaching out for help. But he hired me back in January, and I've been doing it since then. And I told you guys about it, but I'm really, really, yeah. And I want you guys to know, like, if nobody knew that, like, total transparency, like, I have been working for him since January. And I'm the kind of person, you guys, like, I wouldn't work for anybody that I didn't believe in what they were doing. Okay, so the way that I'm paid by Dr. B is I'm paid by Austin is through salary. I'm not paid by people. Like, you know how some of these places pay their workers by the heads of by the clients that they get into treatment. That's not how I am paid. I'm paid salary, and I am, you know, we ethically help people. We help ethical treatment centers. We work with people that we believe in what they're doing. And that's why I work under Dr. B, because I absolutely 100% believe in the treatment that Dr. B is um, giving to people for real. Okay. I would never work for somebody that I didn't support. And I've always been loyal to Dr. B about it. Y'all know that. Y'all know how I feel about Dr. B. I think he's a damn angel sent from the heavens. You know what I mean? He's just like the coolest, most authentic Dr. June. He is the bomb.com. He's just the coolest, realest, most down to earth doctor I've ever met. I've never met a doctor who understood addiction like he does. He is so educated. I learn something every time I talk to him. He has taught me so much about my own recovery. And that is why, oh, Bubby, thanks. That is why, though, you guys, like, when he offered when they told me to have a position for me last year in November, I was crying my eyes out, just thinking that, oh my gosh, this would be the most amazing thing for me, because I 100%, what I believe in is what they believe in. And that is why, also, this is another one of the reasons why I thought it was imperative for you guys to understand how I feel about treatment and recovery, and where I'm looking at recovery from a different point of view now. Like, I used to really think that the only way to get sober was through abstinence. And what's wrong, babe?
I want you to get off.
Oh, okay. My son, do you see? The boss man is telling me it's time to get off. Look at him over here, y'all. I'm grateful. Yes, yes. And so that's another reason why I think it's been so important to me to share with you guys, like, my different perspective on recovery now, because, you know, my beliefs line up now with what I believe, like what I do in my own life. You know, how can I hear and preach one way 12-step abstinence treatment recovery whenever I'm living, you know, maintenance medication has helped to save my life. And I am forever grateful. And I'm so thankful that I took a chance and got on this medication, you guys, because I would not be alive today. I would not be here. I would not be able to take care of my son. I would be dead. Be dead. My past shows me that I relapse after relapse after relapse after relapse. Every single time. I've tried a million times to do it. And so,
when can I do my Gia present?
what Giod present?
Gia, that present.
You want to do it for them?
What present can I do?
Hey, Nick. What's up, bub? Say hi.
Can I do my present?
Go ahead. Look at this little gremlin. Okay, you guys, it's time. It's time that I hang up. I have to go because my child is turning into a gremlin as we speak. He's morphing, y'all. Real talk, though. As soon as the Mara book is printed, you guys, we are going to start reading it here on my channel. I'm so excited. For those of you guys that have no idea what I'm talking about, Mara is Medication Assisted Recovery Anonymous. It is a it's been around for 2 years. It's a recovery support group, and their main focus is non-judgment, all-inclusive recovery. And let me just read to you guys real fast, and then I'm going to get off here. Medication-assisted recovery anonymous, one size does not fit all. Do you use prescribed medications to treat various drug and alcohol use disorders? Many people who utilize evidence-based science to aid in their recovery sometimes feel uncomfortable in their day-to-day lives. Additionally, a multitude of people on this healing path have even felt unwelcome at traditional recovery meetings. We understand. At Mara, you're always welcome. Recovery is simply to recover from an unsafe lifestyle. And I want to read one more thing to you. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to read the closing, okay? Okay, here we go. Mara closing. Today we share a common desire. We desire to live safely. Regardless of where we are in our journey, we encourage each other to continue. Many of us have seen the reward of trust reappearing in our lives. We value the trust of others. Each day we keep in mind the importance of not interfering with the progress of another person. Additionally, let's not interfere with our own progress. And so that whole interfering with the progress of another person, I believe that to my core 100%, because for so long, I let other people interfere with my progress because I felt like the only way to recover was this one way. And now I finally know I'm recovering. I am recovering.
Can I be a
My recovery started in 2015 when I got sober. You know what I mean? Now, if I wanted to be real crazy, I could say my recovery started the first time I ever tried to start getting sober, but we're not going to go there, okay? My recovery started in 2015. It does not start after I get off Suboxone. It started the day that I decided to put myself into detox and get my life right. You know what I mean? Aw, Jackie, pretty mama. And so don't let anybody interfere with your progress, you guys. Keep kicking ass and taking names. It doesn't matter what you got to do to get to where you're going. You know, you're always accepted here on Real Talk Recovery. We're about recovering from an unsafe lifestyle and supporting each other while we do it. And we've got so many things that we're going to accomplish this year, you guys. The channel is growing. You guys are helping the channel grow. The more you share the videos, the more you share on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that, the more people are going to find us. So it's on me, it's on us to share this with other people. People don't know we're here. There's millions of people out there that are suffering in the disease of addiction who don't know we're here. Share these videos. Let's let them know where we're at. In detox, I went to a medical detox, Esther. It's like a hospital setting, and you can either do a medical detox with medication, or they can just medically supervise you. But I detox off of drugs and alcohol in the detox. But anyways, we got a lot more to come, you guys. I love y'all, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. For those of you guys that worked out without me today, I will see you guys tomorrow at 4. I will be there no matter what. Today I had a meeting. I could not miss it, so I do apologize. But we will be working out. So everybody that is a patron and a member, tomorrow I will link the Zoom, so come work out with us. It'll be in the patron and member only chat.
Can I say bye?
And anybody that was looking for the members only button link, I am going to go link it on the community tab right now. So if you want to become a member of the channel, check my community tab. I'm going to link the link there.
Can I say bye, Mom?
Bye, guys. What?
Yeah! That's why I say bye.
Okay, my crazy man. Okay, hold on. Here is here's the Patreon link, and then check my community tab for the link to our members only, okay? All right, so we got lots of stuff going on in members and Patreon. Workouts, live streams, videos, chat. All that goes with being a member and a patron. So you actually get something, okay? All right, love you guys. See you tomorrow night. I know that was a long time. He's over here complaining, y'all.
No, I was